Shop.
It's the D-Hop talking shop.
Yo.
Yeah. We talking with D-Hop.
Yeah.
Tell me which team you got. Yeah. On the D-Hop talking shop.
Yeah, it's your boy D-Hop.
D-Hop talking shop.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. We talking with D-Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me which team you got.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. On the D-Hop talking shop.
Welcome to the D-Hop Talking Shop.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the D-Hop Talking Shop. Officially episode 25. Got a quarterback, Matthew Keller, done took his time to come on my podcast. Appreciate you for coming on my show, man.
No problem, bro.
He recently just committed to OBU, so I want to say congratulations on the commit, man. He's finna do real big things at the next level.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Already. So I want to touch back in on your high school. So, like, how did your senior year of football go for you this year?
My senior season went pretty well. It wasn't. I was expecting just a little bit more than what we had. We went 7-5 if you include the playoffs, but went pretty good. I wish that we would have went further in the playoffs. I feel like we had the team to go further in the playoffs, but we ended inside the second round. My stats were good enough to get me into college, and I just thank God and I thank Jesus Christ for giving me the ability to play at the next level and give me the opportunity.
Nothing is possible without the big man upstairs, God, man. He giving us all this ability. Me talking on this platform, you achieving your goal, playing football.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been playing football for?
I've been playing football since middle school. I would say elementary school. The only reason why I don't is because I broke my arm when I was in first grade.
Oh, man.
Yeah, after that, I switched to basketball and then came back to football.
Okay.
Since middle school, and then I've been playing quarterback since 8th grade. So,
okay, that's cool. Do you play basketball for your current high school?
No, I did not. I had cut off everything for football at that point because I got to my 9th grade year and I was thinking about it, and then I was just like, man, but I like football more than I like basketball. There's a reason why I just started playing football at a certain point. And I could just feel something in me that just said, nah, stick to this football, because if you keep working hard enough and you keep putting your faith in God, you're going to be straight up in there.
You're right on the right path for that so far. So, yeah, you chose right. I know there's a lot of athletes. Yeah, a lot of athletes I know that play basketball and football. Mr. Do It All.
Yeah, it's funny. Playing quarterback, I'm not going to say it's similar. It's not the same as basketball, but it's similar because your form, everything has to be on spot for you to get that accuracy there. And it's the same thing as basketball. If you have the right angles and you get your form right, it's going to hit in. Same with football. If you play quarterback, everything has to be precise. Everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, what you think you're going to miss most about high school?
Probably my coaches. Like, I'm still going to see them. Like, I'm going to see my teammates. I know I'm going to see them a lot. And even if I don't see some of them, I know that there's other people on my team that has the connections to get to see them. My coaches, though, they going to come to my games, and I'm going to see them. I'm planning on coming back to school and then giving them a speech and just talking to them about how it feels to be on the next level and stuff. But I'm not going to see them as much, other than my dad, because he coaches the receiver, so I'm going to see him every other Sunday because he's going to be calling me in and be like, how's freshman year going? I'm gonna be over here.
Your parents going to be on your freshman year, man. That's a big step. That's love, man. I know you're excited about college.
Oh, yeah, I am excited about college. College is going to be fun. Like, ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, so what you looking forward to the most?
Before any college players criticize me for this, practices. I'm ready to see how fall camp hit, because I've been asking folks about it, and they're like, they gonna kill you. It's nothing like high school. You gonna wish that you died. I'm over here just like, that don't scare me. I'm like, I used to run the 2 mile for track, and then I ran the 1 mile, and then I ran the 1 mile, 2 mile, and the 800. So I'm like, death is nothing. Like, I don't know. I was like, you don't know death. But no, like I don't feel like I'm 100% ready for it. I feel like I'm more so 25% ready, because I feel like I'm mentally ready. I feel like coach is gonna be like, work hard. I'm like, bet. bet until my body just fall out, which
Yeah.
that's what the off season for. That's what I'm going to use this time for, preparing for all that. Because I'm trying to get to that NFL, UFL, CFL. If you go pro, semi-pro, you straight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. As long as you make it there, yes. It's a grind. I noticed. I'll be watching you from afar, man. I'll be tapped in with you for sure, man. I'm wishing you luck. For sure.
Yes, sir.
In your
Thank
journey.
you, man.
Yeah, I know you're looking forward to it, man. Yeah, but that's what's up. So what you planning on majoring in college?
I'm planning on majoring in either sports exercise or exercise science or going into nutrition and dietetics because I really just want to help athletes. And that's why I'm so happy that I'm able to play college football because as being a quarterback and me being a hard gainer, it's hard out here. It's hard out here.
Yeah, I mean
I'm talking about all of them. I'm like, it's hard out here for your Patrick Mahomes. If you look at Patrick Mahomes when he was in high school, he wasn't skinny, but he wasn't built. He wasn't huge.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, man, I feel so much empathy for Bryce Young because I know, like I don't know because it ain't the same as NFL dudes, but I've had like a few 300-pounders just come unblocked and come down. It is not fun.
Have you personally ever met any like NFL players before?
I haven't met any NFL players, but my cousin Drew Richmond or my uncle Drew Richmond, he played for UT Knox and then went on to USC. I mean UCS, my bad, University of South California. No, it is USC. Jeez, I was correct. USC.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Canadian Football League and played for the Blue Bombers. So I talked to him, and he used to play with Alvin Kamara at UT Knox, and he just tells me about how it is to be with them guys and the energy that they bring. And I'm like, I can't wait to feel somebody with that energy. Like that's fun.
Man, you're gonna be playing against them guys. Well, offense, Alvin Kamara on offense. Heck, you might be. You never know, man. You might be on the same offense with him, man. Like, hey, yeah, he'll be still playing by the time you make it there, man. I'm speaking it up for you, man. You're going all the way. You're gonna achieve your journey for sure, man.
Man, that's what I'm praying for. I'm praying to go all the way. I'm trying to provide not just for my family now, but my future family because I got a girlfriend right now that I want to eventually marry. And I'm just also trying to provide for my boys because I got some friends that I just kind of look at them and I'd be like, y'all some smart dudes, but y'all make some slow decisions.
So is your boys like you real close with your teammates? Any of y'all going to the same school next year?
Nah, we only had 3 so far. I'm hoping that we could get 2 other folks. Like I got a running back, his name Tayshawn Fondren. He's like a good mix between receiver and running back on offense. On defense, he a cold DB though. And then I also have a friend named EJ. He cold receiver, and I'm hoping that he could go, but he said he might end up playing baseball if football don't work out because he's been playing baseball for a while. But Brandon, he's a tall D1 receiver. He went to JSU to play corner, and that's straight or DB. And then John, he went to University of Memphis. So I'm over here just like, hey, Big John, let's go. Because he D-tackle, D-N, so he don't be on D-line. I'm just like, let's go. So we got 3 Tigers at least.
Okay. But, you didn't want to stay in Memphis?
Nah, me, it was like, I'm going where the football opportunities reside because I had 5 other opportunities really. And I was just like, where the money work out and where the football is at. And when I went to Washington, they invited me up there for an official visit and it felt amazing. Like they had, like I will say this, people, and this is for all my younger people, they will talk bad about D2 and D3. Stop doing it. D2, especially if you go to a good D2, like I know Washington, one of the best D2s in the country. That thing is the same as D1 FCS. It's the same as D1. Yeah. It's not the same as D1 FBS because you're not playing in like a bowl. But as far as your D1 play, they had like 3 D1 transfers over there. I'm just over just like, huh.
Like, and then might be on to something.
Exactly. They equipment get updated every year and stuff like that. I'm like, it's the same. It's basically the same as going D1. And then you think about the percentage of players that actually make it to that college level. Then it really just becomes so if you make it to any of them, you straight JUCO, NAIA, D3, D2, D1, and then now you have the transfer portal open. As long as you got the grind, you could go to a D2, play that out for 2 years, round your 11th grade year, get some good playing time, and then not 11th grade, junior year, get some good playing time, and then your senior year and your graduate year, if you go for 5 years, at that point, you're straight.
Would you mind playing overseas? Playing ball overseas?
It would not bother me playing overseas. Like the only thing that would kind of bother me is because again I'm Christian, so I kind of have to manage on where I'm going. But no, it would not bother me going overseas. I really want to travel. I've been wanting to see Japan. I've been wanting to see Mexico and other Hispanic places. So it would not bother me. Man, if you play for the NFL, you got to go overseas because sometimes they play in London. Like it would not bother me seeing other cultures. It would be amazing. That would be a
Yeah.
great experience for me
So
and my
have you ever been out the country before?
I have
Been out
not
the
been
country?
out the country.
Yeah.
I've been out the state. I ain't been out the
Yeah.
country.
So you basically like you love football. As long as you playing football, you good. That's just
Listen,
where you at.
I don't even got to play it. Like as far as why I said exercise science, I'm fine with being a coach. I create
Yeah.
plays all day long just in my mind, and I'll be out there. I'm a playbook junkie as a quarterback. I'm the person who's just kind of like every play, gotta know it. Where my receiver's
Okay.
gonna be, gotta know it. I'm making sure of all that because again, I'm built like every other quarterback that I mentioned. Like my favorites have been like my favorites are Randall Cunningham. That's the reason. That's part of the reason why I started wearing 12, other than the Bible and my dad wearing 2 and my brother wearing 1 at one point. But Randall Cunningham is my favorite quarterback. But I don't got the same stuff as Randall Cunningham. I ain't that fast. I'm not gonna be. I can run and make something happen. If you tell me, hey, Matt, listen, we run a read option, make something happen. I'm gonna make something happen. If we throw the ball and stuff break down, I'll make something happen. But I'm not gunning down the field for a 50-yard touchdown like Lamar Jackson is. I'm not doing that. If
I feel you.
it's there though, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so since you're in the off season right now, what you looking forward to this off season? Like what you
Looking
big
forward to
plans for the off season?
mostly building up my weight. I've been doing a bulking diet for a minute. I'm right now at 175, and I'm trying to make sure that I maintain that 175 and grow off of it. I'm trying to get into fall camp around 185, 190. Because if I can get in that range, and then they build me up from there, that'll be straight. That along with speed and intensity. I'm trying to focus on building up my short speedness because most of my quarterback coaches have basically just told me, yo, acceleration, that's where you need to work at. Yo, recognizing there's danger, get out. And most of that, and just, of course, maintaining the quarterback stuff I already got, not having my mechanics get weaker, making sure that I recognize coverages as good as I still do. All that stuff that helped me get to the college level.
Yeah.
Pre-snap
Speaking of that,
reads.
I'm rooting for, man. It's finna be a lot of black quarterbacks in the league, man. Really, since the game has been evolving, scrambles, you got to do it all type of quarterback now the way it is. So yeah, I'm really rooting for that,
And
man.
the defenders been evolving for real. Like I remember, I was watching the combine and Michael Parsons. I'm ready to go get somebody like that, but at the same time, I'm just like, I fear for any quarterback that ain't running above a 4.7 because you fast and you big and you got big people scared of you to block you. Dude just running around people at the end. I'm just like, somebody. I'm over here because I got somebody committed to Washington. I'm not gonna say no names and nothing, but he's a tight end, and I was over here just like, oh, I'm gonna become friends with you because if I see any defensive end crack block.
Oh yeah. I already know. So, you got like a hype song, favorite song that get you lit before the game? Like what you do to get you ready for games?
I got 2. I got a ritual that I go through kind of. So first, I walk in, I put on my base layer clothing. I don't put on my shoulder pads or nothing, but I just put on my base layer clothing. And since we played at Melrose at Middle College, we had to always ride the bus, even if we were home or away. So what I would do is I would say a prayer, and then I'll put on Lose Yourself just to kind of get me in the moment, zone me in a little bit. After playing Lose Yourself by Eminem, I would then hop on the bus, put on like some meditational music, and then because we would do like snappers, punters, kickers out, so you would just be in your base layer, throwing the football, taking snaps, etc. I would have my headphones on, and I'd just be listening to Centuries by Fall Out Boy because that song just reminds me of me in the essence. It's like it says literally in the chorus, it said, "Legends are told, sometimes the dust or the gold, but you will remember me." That's me. I'm just like, hey, I'm finna turn the gold out here, and whatever happened, but I'm finna make sure that y'all remember it.
Oh yeah, I like that, man. Yeah. So with all this football talk, I gotta ask you, who your favorite NFL team?
Favorite NFL team? Tennessee Titans. I don't care.
Tennessee Titans?
Any hate?
Okay.
Listen, I understand. It's been a painful journey for the last 18 years of my life, especially now because now we got no more Derrick Henry, no more Mike Vrabel.
Right, that just showed that you're a real fan, though. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I've been through my times, and man,
Man, I asked my friend Mark, I was like, do we got a deal with y'all? I was like, do we have some type of secret negotiation? Because we sending y'all all our best players. Kevin Byard, Pro Bowler, gone. AJ Brown, gone. I was like, and then me and my other friend, who was a Titans fan, Caleb, he's the track runner that I'm hoping could get over there to Washington for track. But I was talking to him about it, and me and him was like, who is over management? Because they got rid of Kenny. Like we was talking about all the people they got rid of that was actually contributing to us. Because 2019 year had Kenny Vaccaro, Kevin Byard, AJ Brown, Corey Davis, Derrick Henry. Everything was functioning. The only thing that we had an issue with was the second that we got up on them inside of that AFC Championship game. They was just like, "Yep, throw the ball." Derrick Henry doing a little too much out here. No more carries for him. Like I went and looked at the stats to prove it to my mother. I said, "We gave y'all that game. I don't know if we got to deal with people that says we can't win a Super Bowl. I don't know if Steve McNair dying said we are cursed, and y'all every time y'all get close, y'all gonna come up 1 yard short, just like I did." Like,
have you ever been to a Titans game before?
I have not, but I want to, and I think me and my dad said that we're gonna try to get me one after the season next year.
Yeah,
I'll try to get to one, but I've been wishing to go to the Titans game for the longest. We thought we was gonna be able to get to one this year, but then skyrocket tickets, everything was going up. I was just like, why? We were trying to go to the Titans Giants game at one point. I can't remember if it was this year or last year, but my dad's a Giants fan. I'm a Titans fan. Everybody in this house divided. Everybody divided. My mom a Chiefs fan. My dad a Giants fan. My older brother a Cowboys fan. My older sister is nobody's fan.
I can't stand that. I can't stand the Cowboys. I'm an Eagles fan, so don't do the Cowboys. But
can't forget.
Maybe you might be playing for the Titans. Never know.
No, my older brother and my girlfriend wishing me to get drafted to the Cowboys. I'm over here like, why the Cowboys? And they like, because we need you to put us back on track. We need to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm like, look, I'm not Jesus. I can't work miracles like that. I was like, the best I can do is get you to that NFC Championship. It's going to take everybody else. Yeah, I was like, your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator going to have to stop tripping.
Yeah, right.
Because I was watching their games. I was just like, I told my brother when it was the Packers and Cowboys game, I was like, look, Dak Prescott ain't the reason y'all lost that game. Why is Jordan Love's receivers coming so wide open?
Yeah, that defense.
I was like, I play high school football. My receivers don't come wide open. There's nobody. They have a triangle around their receiver. They're like, wait, I thought you was gonna get him.
Yeah, because those receivers was running wide open. I'm actually surprised that the Cowboys got beat like that. Like
exactly,
got beat like that. Like
the game that shocked me was the Chiefs game. I was so sad. I was like, Lamar, why?
Yeah,
I was like, you would have chosen one.
I thought this was really gonna be the Ravens' year. I really thought they was really gonna take it this year, but
exactly. I was like, nah, especially when Lamar got that 5 touchdown games. I was like, he's going back to his college days.
Yeah.
And then they got to the Chiefs, and then it was like they was trying to prove something. It was like, hey, listen, Lamar, we got to throw the ball. We got to. And I'm like, no, I looked at their stats. I was looking at their running backs. I was like, you telling me each one of their running backs only got 2 carries?
Yeah.
That ain't right. I was like, that can't be right. I had to watch the game wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I literally said the same thing. Do you be playing like fantasy football? You be playing that?
I play fantasy football with just my dudes. We don't bet or nothing, but we just do it just to make people rage. Like it'd be funny. Like you draft their favorite person, and then they'd be like, "Why are you drafting me? That's my favorite player." I'm just like, I'm just trying to win out here. Now, what we did say we're gonna do is we all play Madden, and we all got a PS5 or an Xbox One. So we said what we're gonna do is we're gonna make basically like a franchise where you just put your own, like how they brought back superstar mode. So they have your superstars and you just create them as rookies. We said we're going to put all of our rookies in at 75 overalls. Fantasy draft whoever you want in the very beginning. You can move your team. We don't care. We just going to play on all Madden, 8-minute quarters. We're going to edit the sliders so therefore there ain't as many fumbles because I don't know what Madden's doing, but every time you hit stick somebody, they fumbling. Yeah, okay. And then they try to fix it. And now every time that you hit stick someone, you miss. And we edit this, make sure it's correct.
I'm excited for that NCAA coming out in July, man.
And so, man, that's the other thing I'm excited for. Because I'm like, imagine being one of the first players on that. Like you, like,
you will be on there.
And then now you just get to see yourself back on that. Now you get to see yourself back on it. Like that's gonna be fun. Man. It's gonna be fun seeing John on there because I know he's gonna be on the bench, but I'm gonna just see him on the roster, like all the way at the bottom. Right. Red shirt freshman, John Hobart.
I was gonna say, so you got a favorite like college team?
Favorite college team? Michigan. Yep, and then backup is Clemson, but it's always been Michigan or Clemson.
Well, congratulations, y'all! You just seen them win the championship, Michigan.
Yep.
But Harbaugh gone though.
Yep. But hey, it's gonna still be straight though. They're gonna find somebody else. Michigan. I was so happy when that happened because I was the way that I became a Michigan fan is my mom is a Chiefs fan, but she's always been a huge Tom Brady fan. So I've been taught basically to watch Tom Brady my entire life, and I've been watching him, Randall Cunningham, and Michael Vick. Basically, it's just been those three, along with some sprinkled in between. Like, of course, you got to watch your Patrick Mahomes because that teaches you a lot. Joe Burrow teaches you a lot. All of them, because Joe Burrow got excellent anticipation. Like that. Yeah. That's the one skill that I see quarterbacks have, and I'm just like, even me sometimes, because I go back and I watch my cell phone film just to make sure I'm doing stuff right. I'd be like, why did I throw it that quick? How did I know that was going to get caught?
Yeah. So before I close this show, I got one more last question. Since you're a quarterback, give me your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
As sad as I got to say it, Patrick Mahomes, number 1.
Yep.
It's sad I got to say it. Then me, it'll be Joe Burrow, number 2. Lamar, number 3.
Your list is just like mine. I'm glad you said Burrow, by the way, man, because a lot of people thought I was crazy for putting Burrow before Lamar.
No,
you agree with me.
See, this is the thing. If we were going off of their college careers, then I put Lamar number 1 all the way. But off of their NFL careers, the only reason I'm putting Joe Burrow ahead of him is because Joe Burrow has made it to the Super Bowl, and I feel like Joe Burrow overall, I feel like Lamar's had the worst receiving core his entire career. But I feel like Joe Burrow got the worst team. Like, I'm just being honest here. The Bengals went from nothing to everything the second Joe Burrow got healed. Yeah. Like, I'm just being honest here. 4, Brock Purdy. And before anybody gives me any hate on that, look, Brock Purdy, I don't care if you say anything about, well, he got this many receivers, he got this, or he got Christian McCaffrey running back. That don't mean nothing. You could have 4 D1 receivers. If the quarterback ain't good, your team ain't going to be good. It's the hardest position for that very reason. Also, Jimmy Garoppolo had basically the same team. Yeah. And lost the Super Bowl. And guess what? If he wins tomorrow, he definitely solidifies my number 4. He might move up to 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And Trey Lance had the exact same team. And did nothing.
Yeah, did nothing.
He number 4. And number 5, the only reason why I'm not putting Aaron Rodgers there is because he's injured. But number 5, right now, I would have to say C.J. Stroud. And he has earned all of that at number 5. Because it would be Aaron Rodgers and then C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud would be at number 6. But the reason why Justin Herbert ain't on here, I'm just being honest here, if you want to make an argument for anybody having everything, Justin Herbert that had a great receiving core, great running back in Austin Eckler, great defense. Every year he's been with the Chargers, no production. In fact, the only thing they've had is injuries and the Chargers fans saying, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. So that's somebody you should be saying has all of the stuff, all the abilities, all the tangibles. He tall, he can run, he's stacked up. Josh Allen, same thing. Great receiving core, great defense. I don't know, but I don't know. The only thing they haven't had is maybe a running back. But what I will say is the Texans got Devin Singletary a year after that, and Devin Singletary came in and said, "Who ain't a good running back?"
Right.
So,
what you think about Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts is good, and I've loved watching Jalen in college, and I love watching him in the NFL. The problem with Jalen is, and this is a just thing that I've seen, Jalen, you just really have to, teams that beat Jalen really strategize against him. Yeah. And he has to, the only thing that I would say is sometimes you have to go outside the mold. And I feel like the Eagles, as far as them, sometimes they try to stick to their game plan a little too much versus the Ravens, where it just be like, they'd be like, in certain games, they go opposite the game plan. And then it just makes them lose instead of just doing what they do well. The Eagles, they keep trying to do, like, for example, in that Buccaneers game, they kept trying to throw it to certain people to make it work. And that's an issue that my team suffered with this year. Like, we would try to run the same play even though it wouldn't fit. And that's something that you just have to be like, okay, this ain't working, so let's switch to this that looks like this. Or let's try to run a opposite off of this. Like, the way that we won the playoff game was all season we kept trying to find a way to do RPOs. We got to the playoff season, the first game, read option. Oh, the whole game was basically read option with me just giving the ability to change it to a pass play if something changes. That was the entire game. We ran triple option, then we ran double option. Then we did receiver option because we had to play where the receiver came from behind me. And then I would look towards the receiver like I'm going to hand it. If the defense lane came towards me, And therefore, I just went on and handed it to him. If he came along the line, took off. If he stayed there, handed to the receiver.
Oh, yeah.
And then if there was no defensive end, because they did have a 3 set, then I read the linebacker, and it would just be the same rules. If he came up, therefore, go on and hand it off. If he goes across, run. If he stays, hand off. So that's something that y'all would have to.
How many touchdowns have you scored in one season, and also how many TDs have you thrown in one game?
In one game, the most I've thrown is 3, and this year I was upset because I couldn't do it to the team again. We played Westwood for 3 years straight of my starting years. For 3 years straight, I've been throwing 3 touchdowns on them. I said, I'm finna get, and I ran a touchdown on them in one of them. I was like, we finna get these touchdowns. And then this year I only got 2 on them. And I was just like, and they finally stopped me. But I will say I did have a minor wrist injury in my left arm. So it was just kind of like a win's a win. You got 55-0 on them. Win's a win.
Right.
It's in a year, I think this might have been the most I've had in a year. I think I had, how many did I have? I have no idea. I'm going to just take a rough estimate. I think it was like 17, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
But
you always play quarterback?
Yes, I played quarterback. This team always played quarterback. In prior years in middle school, played receiver. And then I came to this team my 9th grade year, because my 8th grade year I played quarterback and DB. But then when I got to my 9th grade year, COVID happened. What happened was Brandon, the dude who plays receiver and DB, he originally played quarterback, but he wanted to play receiver.
Yeah.
I had been playing quarterback in my 8th grade year, but I could also play receiver, so they just swapped us at a certain point. And then I played quarterback, beat out the other 3 dudes ahead of me, started my 10th grade year, and went undefeated my 10th grade year. Had a mediocre season my 11th grade year. We went like 5-5, 5-4. And then this year. And this year I feel like my 10th grade year was my most enjoyable year because we went undefeated. Like what more could you want as a 10th grade quarterback other than to go undefeated? Yes, we lost in the first round of the playoffs, but me, I'm gonna hold that district championship for the rest of my life. I'm like, look, we beat you, and you. And it was not no small wins. It wasn't like we lost by 1 point. We blew y'all out.
Yeah.
At least 3 touchdowns.
Did you know a lot of other players that you played against, like personal wise, like off the field?
Not my 10th grade year, but these last 2 years, yes. And it was sad because I lost to both of them, but both of them came to me after the game and it was just like, look, bro, you played your heart out. And it was like, we know, like this year, ECS game, we had the lead on them. And the way we lost, my star running back and my star receiver went and got injured. And I was just like, and at that moment, like it was literally just me and EJ because my receiving core was 2 seniors and a 10th grader. And then my running back core was senior and 11th grader, but the 11th grader had transferred over. And then another 10th grader. So it was just kind of like, at that moment, it's just you and one other senior on the field. Because my O-line, we had John and Plug. They were seniors. That was it. But I was just like, at that point, it's just me and EJ. And we lost 20-8. And I was just kind of like, and then I saw him at quarterback country the next Saturday. And I was just like, he was just like, bruh. Exactly. And dude was just like, bruh, y'all. He told me we should have won. He said he's sorry that he asked me if they healed up and got better because it's a Christian school and they all cool. And I was just like, yeah, they're healing up. They're gonna be straight. But he was just kind of like, man, that game should have been much better than it was and how it ended. Like I would say this: scores and stats do not tell you everything. I would say one of the funniest thing, the best thing that I heard from a football player all week was Michael Parsons talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to remember who won Defensive Player of the Year this year because people were complaining about it.
Myles Garrett.
Yep, Myles Garrett. And they were saying that Michael Parsons was much better. And Michael Parsons was like, y'all need to stop looking at stats and look at film. They double-teamed him more than they double-teamed me.
Yeah.
And
they be holding Michael Parsons. I hate having to defend the Cowboys, but they do be holding him. Parsons a lot.
Like, that's something that I did like, though, because I was like, somebody finally telling these fans, hey, stats don't tell you everything. Score of the game don't tell you everything. Go watch the film. You could lose a game 10-7, and the entire game you could have been up 7, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter they just changed something, and then they got those 10 points on you. Tom Brady did it to people a lot. Watch that Falcons Super Bowl game. I went back and I watched that, and I was just like, bruh, this dude's something else.
Yeah,
something else.
All right, it's cool. Yeah. But hey, appreciate you for taking the time to come up on my podcast, man. You taught me a lot on this episode. Like, I never played football, but I'm a big sports fan. So yeah, you gave me knowledge of the game. Y'all gonna be seeing him a lot on this podcast. Oh, Yeah. Like I said, appreciate you for coming on the show, and I'm wishing you best of luck through your college journey. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see you in the NFL one day. Hey, you got to get me into some games, man.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna get you to some games. I'm gonna get you out soon as my schedule come out. Also, for the people who just want to know about see me working out and stuff, my YouTube page is King Killer 12, and my Instagram is D1MK12. It's right underneath, I think, at it. But
yeah,
I'm gonna be putting out my schedule. As soon as I get the schedule, putting out the schedule, I'm gonna be showing out workout videos, bulking videos. You finna see the progress. I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get all y'all out to some games because I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah,
just been waiting for that. I'm probably gonna be redshirt my freshman year, but my sophomore and junior year, it's gonna be on because
for sure.
I'm ready.
Yeah. But appreciate it. Yeah. But if you guys like today's video with Matthew Keller, make sure you guys like to subscribe to the D Hop Talk Shop. Appreciate it again, my guy.
Man, subscribe to him. No problem.
All right.
All right.